All right, so this is a short tutorial on the tools and functions of TutorBright Classroom, our new online tutoring platform. So today I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of what all the tools and everything are. So this is what the screen is going to typically look like when you first open up your classroom. It's important to note that using Google Chrome is suggested as the best browser to use. Now, with that being said, if you are using an iPad, it is suggested that you use Safari, but other than that, Google Chrome should get you to where you need to be. So first things first, I will just go through the outline of the page. So on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, these forward and backward arrows are undo and redo tools. The trash can above, this just simply clears whichever board you are on. So if you need a blank slate, you want to delete everything on the page, that is how you can remove that. The icons along the bottom of the screen, these are the tools that you're going to use to manipulate the whiteboard, and we'll talk about those more in depth in a second. On the right-hand side down here, this top tool is the Save Image tool. So if you have been working on something during a session that you'd like to save, maybe it was a study sheet or a tips for a certain concept that you've been working on, if you click that button there, that will download to your computer as an image file. The icon below that simply turns your screen into graphing paper if you need it. And then the bottom there, whether the menu is out or in, this just opens and closes the window there on the right-hand side. Now going through the functions there in the menu. So at the top here where it says videos, this is where you're going to start a call or join a call if someone has reached the room before you. On the bottom here with the green icon there with the people, this tells you how many people are in the classroom. And then this icon here with the arrow pointing outwards, this simply undocks your videos. So you can actually put them out into the middle of the screen. This allows you to move them around to an easier space for you. Going through the icons here, on the bottom below the video tab there. These are going to be all of your functions, your tools, the things you're going to use in the classroom. So the first tab there is a chat room. So this is a good place to communicate with your student or with your tutor, depending on who you are on this classroom. This is handy for sending links, sharing files. Also, if you are experiencing some difficulty with the internet connection with the audio and video, the chat room should still work and is a good way to communicate with the person on the other side. The next tab over is the whiteboards or the boards, whichever you want to call it. So you see that there are multiple boards in here right now. You can delete boards from here if you need to clean them up. You can have as many boards as you want in here. You could have one board for one subject, another board for another, however that you can make the most use of the page. The next icon there is the tool options. Now, for some of the tools, there are no options for that tool. So you will simply get this message. If you're able to edit that tool, there will be options that show up there, which we will go through in a second. The next tab is where you're going to upload files. So you can see already I've uploaded this PDF of this welcome page that gives a little bit of instruction for newcomers to the classroom. But you can upload anything here, whether it's a PDF or an image file. You can even drag and drop into this, this window here. Things that you might want to upload if you're a tutor. Maybe there is a worksheet or something you want to work on with your student. You can upload it here. If you're a student, maybe there's something specific that your teacher has given you, whether it is a page out of a textbook, a worksheet your teacher has given you. Maybe you've written a test and you'd like to share that with your tutor so you can go over that with them. So this is a good place to do that. So you can upload those files here to work on. The next icon here is the resources. However, this is only available on the tutor side, so students will not see this tab, but you will see this last tab here, which is a built-in calculator right into the classroom. So you don't need to worry about opening up a calculator in another application, finding a physical calculator to use, or using your phone. So you can simply do all your calculations right in here. Now, going through the tools there at the bottom of the screen, the first tool here starting on the left, this is the select tool. So everything that you do on the board, whether it's uploading a document, an image file, you've written something, typed something, drawn something, whatever the case may be, everything becomes an object on the board. So you can use the select tool to select it. So I'm actually going to select this PDF file that I've uploaded. And if you want to delete, you can simply press delete on your keyboard, or you can use this to move it around. You can make things bigger or smaller. And I'm actually just going to delete that here. The next tool is called the Move tool. This allows you to move the entire screen, whether you want to move it up or down, move everything all at once. The next tool is the Cover tool. So this works similarly to an eraser. However, keep in mind it doesn't actually erase things. It just will put a white cover on top of something. So if you're looking to permanently delete something, I would suggest to use the Select tool and pressing delete on your keyboard, or using the undo and redo buttons in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. The next icon here is the paintbrush. So if we open up that tab there I talked about before, being the tool options, this is a tool, and you'll notice the next 3 tools along the bottom have little blue circles in the icons. These are editable tools. So now that I have the draw tool selected, I can change the color, I can change the brush size, the transparency. This is what you're going to use to do freestyle writing on the page. You can use this to write mathematical equations if you need to. And also, if you're using a touch screen of some sort, or you have a tablet or a stylus to use, this is the tool that you're going to want to have selected to be able to use that freely. Just to show you how the highlighter or the transparency works, if you bump that all the way up to the end, you can then highlight things. If you need to highlight, say, in an assignment, or you want to highlight something on your page, that is how you can do so. The next icon there is the Shapes tool. So it comes with the default of this line and the color blue. Now, as you can see, I can change the colors here. I can change what tool I want to use. So let's use, or sorry, which shape I want to use. And there are some options. They are limited, but we're always adding to them. So keep an eye on those. The next tab over is the files. So, oh, sorry. I apologize. We already spoke about that. The next tool at the bottom is actually our text tool. So again, you can change the color of the text. You can also increase the text size. And this is a bit easier for folks who may have a harder time using the mouse, or if they don't have a stylus to write with. That makes things a bit easier to type and communicate and put your work on the whiteboard. The final tool there is the equation tool. So this is similar to an equation builder. So if you have that selected and then click anywhere on the screen, you can actually create equations. So you can type in whatever you need, and then there you go. There you have a nice equation that is written there for you. And those are all the tools you're going to use on the board. And that's pretty much everything. So if you have any questions, please feel free to give our office a call or reach out to the team via email, and we're happy to help. Have a great first session, guys.